Hi everybody, this is Barry Schwartz from the Search Engine Roundtable. This is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, April 29th, also known as the Royal Wedding Day. And I wanted to go through the various topics that we covered over the past week or so. The first thing I wanted to discuss was something I wrote about this morning. The Google Toolbar, which came out a couple weeks ago, the new one, has been updated, and it seems like they hid somewhat the Google PageRank toolbar indicator, the PageRank indicator under a more icon link. One person said they can't even drag that indicator directly into the main toolbar area. Another said they can, but it is interesting to see them go ahead and hiding somewhat that toolbar indicator, which is something that Mac Cuts specifically wanted to do a few years ago. Never ended up doing, I guess, because of the whole public relations things around PageRank. But it definitely is something that I personally like to see, that Google has removed or hid actually the PageRank indicator from the Google Toolbar. Another thing is Google's been testing these jumbo-sized site links. I discussed it a little while back when it came to I think a Japanese-related query, but now it seems to be rolling out even more and more to more people, where Google's basically jumbo-sizing the actual links, the site links. So I'll show you a screenshot of how that looks in the video. Google also is testing not underlining the title of the search results. So if you do a search in Google, some people are saying the title, which is basically the title tag, which usually has the blue link, usually has an underline, because obviously blue links typically on the web are underlined, is not being underlined by Google. This has been tested for the past few weeks or so. But I personally don't see it. It seems like Google has upped that test, and a lot more people are seeing it. We have screenshots of this on April 28th at seroundtable.com. Google is actually now doing instant previews for AdWords ads. So if you do a search and you see an ad, Google will actually now have a little magnifying glass which basically symbolizes an instant preview. The instant previews are free. You don't have to pay for them as an advertiser. It basically gives a searcher who's looking to click on your ad a reason to preview your landing page before going through to it. I think this should be live for most people right now. Again, these are instant previews for AdWords. I was away for a couple days this week for the Passover holiday, and I posted some some polls that I ran over the past few months. Let me just recap them quickly for you. 55% says there's no need for SEO certification. We ran a poll asking people what they think in terms of does the industry need SEO certification. 55% said there is no need for it. 43% said we do not need SEO certification, period. And 55% said there is a need for it, and 43% said there is no need for it. So it seems pretty split down the middle. But it differed from the results in terms of 66% said they do want SEO, 65% said they do want SEO standards. We ran a poll, and to compare SEO certification versus SEO standards, 65% said they want SEO standards, and 55% said they want SEO certification. So there is a difference between people having certification in the industry versus standards. The next poll we ran was asking, basically most SEOs, asking SEOs how much free advice they give away. And a lot of SEOs do give away free advice. Here's the breakdown. 56% give away a little advice before charging for it. 24% said they give away half of the advice that they would typically give. And 10.5% said they give away almost all their advice. 3.8% said they give away all their advice. And 2.5% said they don't give away any advice before going ahead and charging a client. We have that poll on April 26th. And on April 25th, we did a poll about link exchanges, and 20% say they actively exchange links with competitors. Here's the breakdown. 20% said they actively exchange links with competitors. 50% said they would never exchange links with competitors. And 27% said they would most likely wouldn't, but would do so on a rare occasion. So that's our link exchange poll. Google had launched their Google Offers product last week. Google Offers basically a Groupon clone type of system. And it's live now in Portland, and it's coming out to New York City and some other areas. We have more information about this on April 25th. If you want to sign up as a merchant, you can check it out. There was a special Google logo on Tuesday for John James Audubon. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Basically, he was a illustrator painter who was born 226 years ago. He was born in 1785. Then spent most of his life in Manhattan. He died at the age of 65. He was most known for his work in a series of books called The Birds of America, where he did paintings and illustrations of birds, and the Google logo was basically a symbol of that. And today is obviously the royal wedding, like I said, and there's lots and lots of logos out there from different places. And I'll just make sure to show them as I'm talking. Google had a special logo. We linked on it. We went to the royal wedding. Yahoo had a very nice animated logo. I made it. I upped it. I kind of made a single logo out of it, which to bring out what the logo was about, which is pretty cool. Bing had several themes going on today. The Ask UK had a special background theme. AOL had a nice logo, and YouTube also had a logo. So that pretty much recaps the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz. Today is April 29th. And I'll see you guys next week. This is the news we covered over at the Search and Roundtable at seroundtable.com. Everyone have a great weekend.